A few weeks ago, Breitling released these, the new Top Time B31, which is a time-only, or time-and-date version of the Top Time chronograph. As soon as I saw these, I knew I had to get them into review. I think this is exactly what their catalog needed. A go-anywhere, do-anything offering that is simple, but still has that Breitling DNA. So it takes that distinct design language of the Top Time, fun colors, a model that I love, and makes it cleaner, more everyday, which is exactly my style of watch. If you're new here, my name is Brittany, and on this channel we just talk all things watches, affordable watches, expensive watches. Honestly, I'm just happy anyone will listen to me talk about time-telling machines. And today, I got my grubby little hands on these 3 Breitling press pieces. So I've been writing to Breitling for a while now, trying to get hands-on with pieces, and it finally miraculously worked. I must have slipped through some weird administrative crack, but it worked, baby. So they have sent me 2 Top Time B31s and a Top Time B01 Racing, but I'm going to do a whole separate video on that one. For today, let's just talk about these, the B31s. So I have 2 of the 3 colorways, with the dark green and black dial, and the white and sky blue, but there is also a blue dial with white outer ring variation. There's a lot of newness with this release, so not only is it an entirely new model, with the Top Time being reimagined as not a chronograph, but it's an entirely new manufacture caliber, which we will talk about later. Looking at the specifications, these have a 38mm case size, a thickness of 10.3mm, and a lug-to-lug of 45.8mm. Really attractive dimensions, those Goldilocks dimensions a lot of people are looking for. So here it is on my 5.5-inch wrist, and my husband's 7-inch wrist. As per usual, I think it looks absolutely perfect on him. It's the perfect proportions, and kinda oversized on me, but a cool oversized. I think this size is going to work for a lot of people. For average and larger size wrists, it's going to have more classical proportions, or if you have smaller wrists like me, it still works. It's a little bit oversized, but it's cool. Keeping on the specifications, these have a stainless steel case material, 100 meters of water resistance, always great, and visible through the sapphire case back is the B31 automatic movement. The entire existence of these is so weird to me. Like, my 2025 Breitling bingo card didn't have a 3-hand interpretation of the Top Time, but I'm so glad this exists. I've actually been keeping my eye on the Top Time for a minute now. As a lot of you guys know, I'm really into motor racing, Formula 1, cars, and there's absolutely that tie-in. But I was also raised on motorcycles. Like, my dad is a cool motorcycle guy, like a Norton motorcycle guy. In fact, that was the name of our first dog. Our first dog was called Norton. So when I saw the Deus Ex Machina and the Triumph Top Time, that extra brought me in. I think the best way to think of these is as the 3-hand interpretation of the Top Time, the not chronograph Top Time. They keep all the same design language, fun use of color, pops of orange, but simplify the design. I'd almost describe it as the Breitling for people who don't usually like Breitling. It's a go-anywhere, do-anything watch with the personality of the Top Time. So these have the same baton hands, baton indices, brilliant use of color, really good, but now with a date at 3 o'clock and a far more pared back dial display and available on Bracelet. The finishing is really well done. It feels elevated but still sporty, with a combination of brushed and polished surfaces, but leaning a bit more into the polished side. Now, a real staple, a real hallmark of this channel is overthinking bracelet clasps and straps, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now. The bracelet is very Breitling, with the 3-link design with diagonal cut, with brushed outer links and polished center links. Breitling lovers, correct me wherever I go wrong here, but the only other model I can think of with this specific bracelet is the modern Super Ocean. I don't know, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments down below. Now, looking at the clasp, and this is the stuff that gets me really excited. There is on-the-fly micro adjustment, so you can toollessly adjust your bracelet, which to me is essential in an everyday style of watch. I also love the strap options as well. So the white dial, sky blue, on a tan rally style strap. This is so good. Look at this. I love it. The strap quality is really good as well, soft leather. I don't feel any padding, which really adds to the vintage feel. One little branding thing that Breitling does is on the underside of their leather straps is the yellow color I associate with the brand. It's a little thing, but it's one of those little details that I love. But yeah, the bracelet and the strap is exactly what I expect from a luxury watch. They knocked it out of the park. If you are interested in buying one of these, I personally would recommend going for the bracelet variation. Each color is available on Bracelet, and I'd buy the strap as well. It's always easy to buy the strap on the side. Now, let's talk about the movement. The movement is really exciting. So the Top Time B31 is fitted with a brand new caliber, the first three-hand manufacture movement designed and developed by Breitling. Right off the bat, this is a good-looking movement, a surprising amount of decoration with Geneva stripes and perlage, a free sprung balance wheel for improved precision, and a skeletonized bidirectional oscillating weight. The B31 is COSC certified and has 78 hours of power reserve. Now, as a point of practicality, we should talk about the price. I don't like it when channels don't talk about the price because it's a very relevant detail, one of the most relevant. So on the bracelet, these retail for £4,850 and £4,550 on the strap. I think these are very reasonably priced and you're getting a lot of watch for your money. Okay, those are the cold hard facts. Those are the things you could read off the Breitling website. Now, let's do some pure, unhinged, my opinion. And let's look at what I like and what I don't like, starting with what I like. One, I just like the entire concept of reimagining the Top Time as a three-hander. As I said, this was already a chronograph that I really enjoyed, so to see this is very exciting. Breitling has been making their chronographs into three-handers and more simple versions for a while now. I think of the Navitimer. But yeah, I like that they're making things a little bit more simple and it makes for a great entry point into the brand. Number two, I think you can think of this as the go anywhere, do anything watch of Breitling. One of my favorite style of watches. It has that everyday look, 100 meters of water resistance, is easy to choose. I really like this. Rolex has the Oyster Perpetual, Omega has the Aquaterra, Tag Heuer has the Carrera, and now Breitling has this. I think it was needed in their catalog, and it makes a lot of sense. 3, I just like the use of color and the colors they selected. They look fantastic, very well done. 4, the movement is really good looking, and I like the direction they're going in with their calibers. And lastly, number 5, the price. I think this is really well priced. A really competitive price point for a brand with a lot of name recognition. I am honestly just a big fan of the direction Breitling is heading in. It's exciting, it's good stuff. It feels like they're moving from strength to strength. Now, for what I don't like, for me personally, there's no big glaring red flags. I think some people could be put off by the amount of polishing and want something a little bit more brushed, a little bit more subdued. But I think this would kind of take away from the point of it. This feels like a faithful reimagining of the Top Time, which means polishing, it means elevation. But yeah, kinda a boring video if you're here for dirt. There's nothing I can point at and say, yeah, I don't like that. But this is also the reason why I started this channel. I wanted a place where I could highlight the watches that I love, the watches that bring me joy. The more time I spent with these, the more I could see myself adding one of these to my life. It's actually kind of a problem that I don't have a Breitling in my collection. This is problematic. Anyways, guys, that's the new Breitling Top Time B31. Some of my thoughts. I'd love to know yours in the comments down below. So let me know. What do you think of these? What's the general vibe? What are we thinking? And now, Pope tier patrons. Get their names on the screen. Right, hey patrons. Honestly, I was so happy to make these. Can you see this? Oh my gosh, it's so dark in here. I was so happy to make this video. I've been writing to Breitling for so long and I can't believe, they're finally sending me press pieces. It's a big milestone for me. It's really exciting. As I said in the video, I started this channel to talk about the watches that I love. And it's so great that I'm finally building bridges with some of my favorite brands. So it's awesome. But this isn't about me. I always do this. How do I always make it about me? It's about you. Thank you so much for supporting my weird little channel. I hope you keep enjoying the content. If there's any other Breitlings you would like me to talk about, holler at your girl and I'll get bugging them. But yeah, okay. You guys are amazing. You're perfect. You've never done anything wrong in your lives ever before. Okay.